Hey Red Raiders, it's Mansi, and I apologize if I look a little tired or sleep deprived. The allergies are just really bad here, so I've been going through it a little bit. But if you guys have seen our New Year's resolution video, you would know that one of my resolutions was to explore Lubbock more this semester. And one of the ways I've been doing that is going to different coffee shops and cafes to hang out and study. And I got some of the recommendations from friends that I knew that are on campus and others from our Instagram reels. And if you don't follow our Instagram, you definitely should, because they post a lot of things about coffee, places to eat, and different activities that you could do outside of campus. So I definitely recommend checking that out. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys some of the places that I have visited and just some of my ratings and some of my takes on it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get on with it. Okay, so I took a little bit of notes while I was at each coffee shop and cafe. So if I'm looking down, I'm just looking down at my notes. But one of the first places I went to was Nashwell Cafe. It's an Australian cafe, and I went there from the time it opened till a little bit later on in the afternoon. And I thought the study vibes were so good. The inside aesthetics are so interesting to look at, and it's also a good place to take pictures for social media. So I mean, if you want to study or hang out or just take some pictures for social media, I think that's a really good place to go. I think if you want to go there to study and get work done, definitely go there in the morning, because that's when it's more relaxed, and I think the study vibes are just amazing during that time. But if you're just going to go there to hang out and just maybe get some brunch, I would recommend going there a little bit later towards the afternoon. But I think if you want to hang out later on in the afternoon would be more ideal, just because that's when it gets a little bit busier, and that's just when it feels more like a hangout spot than strictly a productive spot. As far as the food is concerned, I went there for breakfast and I got their brewed coffee and it tasted really good. But their oatmeal was a little bit more on the pricier side, but I don't blame them, because a lot of the items that they make are organic and they use healthier ingredients. They're gluten-free, vegan, so that definitely makes sense when it comes to the food. So definitely take that into consideration, and if that's something that you're interested in, then by all means go ahead. The food was amazing, the coffee was good, so definitely recommend checking that place out. Also, one of the interesting things about Lubbock that I couldn't really do back home is that a lot of the coffee shops and cafes, you can rent out study rooms, or you can rent out rooms towards the back of the space or the property, and you can use it to hang out with a large group of friends, or you can book that room to study with a large group of friends. So I think that's something interesting, and that some of the other coffee shops here do as well. The second place I went to, which is not technically a coffee shop or a cafe, is the Market Street off campus. It's off of Quaker. They have a 24-hour Starbucks. So I don't know if you guys know this, but that Market Street is a big grocery store, and it has a Starbucks inside, and it's open 24 hours, which is crazy to me. So you can literally go there whenever you feel like being productive, and you can go hang out, or you can go study. You can get food from the grocery store. They got sandwiches, salads, everything you can imagine there. I mean, it's a grocery store, so you can get whatever you want from Market Street. And then they have this huge seating area. They have an indoor, and then they have this, not even outdoor, it's like in a sunroom, so that's kind of cool. It's a pretty popular place, so there were people coming in right around 7. So if you enjoy a study vibe or just hanging out where there's a lot of people, I would definitely recommend going there, because there's always people there. There's always workers eating there in between their shifts or their breaks and things like that. So it's definitely well populated during the day, at least. I haven't been there at night, so I can't really tell you that for sure. For the time that I went, from 7 till I guess the evening, it was pretty well populated, and there is going to be quite a bit of people there. They also have a microwave ice machine. You can buy their cups. They have soda machines, they have utensils, and they have condiments. So if you buy some of their food there, you can heat it up in their microwave. You can use their machines if you buy a cup. You can get coffee and food from Starbucks. So literally you can't go wrong there. It's just pretty nice overall. The third place I went to is J&B Coffee, and J&B is super popular around campus. Everyone loves that place. But as soon as I went there right when it opened, by the way. It's amazing. I really love this place. I don't know why, but I was oddly productive there. Like, I just sat in the back room and completed so much more work than I thought I was going to. It was just really good. The study vibes in there are great. I went towards the back room again. It does get a little bit busier, especially towards the afternoon. It does get very busy. So I would recommend getting there early and finding a spot and just sitting there and cramming out your work. I think that's literally the best place. If you need to cram out work in one day, that's a really good place to go. And I will say they do have a lot of coffee options and a lot of tea options. So one of the teas that my friend tried was the cherry blossom tea, and she said it was pretty good. So I think that if you're a coffee person or a tea person, there's definitely options for both of y'all. And all the food, the pastries and all that are good as well. They have lunch options as well. So again, definitely a well-rounded coffee shop. And the cool things I like about J&B again is that they have a study room upstairs. So if you have 4 or more people, you can rent that study room. And I think it's free of charge. If not, I'll put the price or just let you know down below or somewhere here. But I think that's something cool again that I've never heard of or I've seen back home, so that's pretty cool. And the last place I went to was Hebrews Coffee, and I've been there a few times and I've loved it every single time. I think their coffee is good. One of the things that I'm obsessed with right now is cinnamon tea, and I'm not really a tea person, but my friend tried the cinnamon tea. I don't think it's caffeinated either, and I tried it, had a little bit of honey. It was so good. I think next time I'm gonna order the teapot because it was that good. They have a lot of indoor and outdoor seating, so whether you're there to study, you want to sit inside or outside depending on the weather, if you're just there to hang out, there's a lot of places for you to sit. It's really cute on the inside. They have a little radio station there, and there's actually someone there recording, so that's pretty cool to see and watch. When you go outside, there's a little body of water. This place is almost a public park or a public area, so there's a huge walkway, there's a little bridge that you can walk over. There's also a lot of prairie dogs, which are something that I love looking at when I sit outside. I can just watch them run around and just play with each other, so I think that's something really cute, and it's a really nice feature of the coffee shop. The only thing is that there's no formal parking lot, if that makes sense, so sometimes parking can be a little tricky, but other than that, it's a really good coffee shop. I definitely recommend you checking it out. And yeah, those are some of the coffee shops and cafes I visited this semester. I've done a lot more exploring, I've done more coffee shops, and I've done a lot more food places. And I think the food here is definitely underrated. The food here definitely showed up more than I expected it to, so I'm going to make another video on it because it's so good. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below any questions or any comments you guys may have. We upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure you look out for a video on Thursday. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!